What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video, and this time I am continuing the Card Chronicles, and this time the topic is about Kyrie Irving's trade request from the Brooklyn Nets. My initial reaction is I understand where Kyrie Irving's coming from, especially when his workload without KD is way more, and he's the main facilitator for the Nets, especially when KD's out. Um, Obviously, there hasn't been any numbers or any offers regarding the extension that Kyrie Irving's looking for, how much money, how many years, whatever details, blah, blah, blah. Kyrie Irving has definitely made his intent that if he doesn't get traded, he's leaving regardless. So now that begs the question, what do the Nets do now? The obvious answer would be to clearly get rid of him, but now we're looking at how much is half a season of Kyrie Irving worth to whatever team decides to trade for him. Especially with the empowerment of the players, and Kyrie's basically going to choose wherever he wants to go. Um, the only problem, though, is that the Nets obviously have the final say. And considering that the Nets are in playoff contention, it is highly doubtful he's going to any playoff contender in the East. So now we're looking at what Western Conference teams are willing to part with assets to get Kyrie. Um, the first teams that come to mind, definitely, I feel like Denver Nuggets, they have a wealth of assets to make that move. Whether it's getting rid of Jamal Murray or Bones or a couple draft picks, because the Nuggets are right there, honestly. They're number one seed in the West. Um, Jokic is easily the foundation of that team, and Kyrie as a number two is where Kyrie is best. Kyrie is just a special player overall, but I question his personality and his leadership capabilities because, you know, say what you want, you know, the whole, vaccine stuff, everybody has different opinions on that. I'm not going to even touch that, honestly, because, he has the right to say, whether he supports it or not, whether you agree or disagree. Um, my problems with him is, he seems like a very, I guess, selfish is the best way to put it, personality. He is solely looking out for himself. He doesn't seem like a leader. I mean, many players do like him, but, you know, it's evident that Kyrie doesn't like having that number one position on him. We saw with the Celtics. There never really was an exact reason why he left, but considering you had a young Tatum, a young Brown, and a very great core, having Kyrie as that number one, the Celtics probably would have already won a championship by now if they had Kyrie still on the team. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Going back to who I think will take him, I definitely do think the Nuggets could possibly afford, at least half a season of Kyrie, make it work one way or another, and then, hopefully Kyrie likes Denver enough to stay on a long-term contract. Um, I don't think any team is gonna really take him on for solely half a season. I think there's going to be a sign and trade of some sorts. Um, but yeah, I mean, the trade deadline is coming up on Thursday, and it's going to be really interesting. My personal dream team that I think Kyrie would be great on would be Dallas. They can send Dinwiddie back to Brooklyn. They could get rid of some draft picks, whatever other things they can to make the money right. while I don't think Kyrie would vibe well in Dallas, Texas, I think him and Luka together would be the ultimate 1-2 to build a team around him. Because I love Luka. I'm an avid supporter of Luka. Top to bottom, he's just a ridiculous player. And then when you put Kyrie Irving's playmaking skills next to Luka, now you're looking at a Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum type of duo, just smaller. Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they're both big wings that can play multiple positions, and one can pick up the slack for the other when, like, depending on what's going on in the game. I think Luka and Kyrie could have that similar dynamic. The only problem is that they're guards. Luka is like 6'7". He's deceptively tall, but you know, it's a big man's game, unfortunately. And while Kyrie can do what he can do on a night on night basis, even with Luka and Kyrie, that's not going to be enough to win a championship. Honestly, they'll still need some more pieces. Christian Wood's a great piece over there in Dallas too, that I think could, if they're managed to get Kyrie and keep Christian Wood, I think they'll be set up for a while. Um, Regardless, though, as an owner, outside of Kyrie's talent, wouldn't want him on my team anyways. He's very non-committal. He jumps from team to team, and you're gonna give him a 4-year, over $100 million, maybe $200 million contract now while he's in his 30s, and he may want out by year 2 if he doesn't like it there, and he'll get his way because he's Kyrie Irving. So I don't know what team is willing to sign up for that. But there's definitely a team out there, one way or another. Who knows? Maybe LeBron is going to pull some strings somehow and get Kyrie Irving for 10 second-round picks and $50 in cash. I don't know. Regardless, though, it's going to be really exciting with the trade deadline coming up, who's going to move and whatnot, because there's a couple teams that I think are in true championship contender, but there's no, like, head and shoulders team above everyone else. So I'm excited, and I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And, if you have any questions, I'll look through the comments and maybe make a video based off your requests. So, peace.